Testing a water damaged building is not an exact science, and there's no single method in isolation you can use to adequately assess it. So how do we test water damaged buildings? Well, first we need to identify the source of moisture and moisture-laden material. And the reason is because moisture supports microbial growth, and microbial growth means exposure to mycotoxins and fungal structures, which are known to cause adverse health effects. The second thing is to establish the boundary of fungal particulate spread, so identifying where the microbial growth is happening and how far that has moved from the source of moisture. If you don't establish what that boundary is, it is not possible to develop an effective scope of works or to remediate that property. And to do this, you really need to have a good understanding of the use of air, surface and/or dust sampling and interpreting those results. We also need to assess occupant risk and building-related contamination. Occupant risk includes vulnerable populations such as young people, pregnant women, people with who are immunocompromised, anybody with asthma, allergies, or even autoimmune disorders and chronic fatigue-like symptoms, which could be attributed to being in a water damaged building. And of course that will impact how you interpret those lab results. And lastly, providing recommendations to return the structure and the contents to a pre-damaged condition. Now, there's been a lot of information about the devastating impacts of mould on human health and of course litigation that is currently ensued. And of course the changes in the New Zealand Building Act in 1991, which really relaxed laws that became more self-regulated, resulted in horrific leaky buildings that impacted between 42,000 and 89,000 New Zealand homes. That was later attributed to poor workmanship and design, new materials like polystyrene, as well as untreated timber, which when it gets moist, of course, can support microbial growth, and texture-coated fibre cement sheet. And of course, the lack or weak inspection by councils. Consequently, New Zealand enforced the Healthy Homes Guarantee Act in 2017 and the Residential Tenancy Regulations in 2019, both of which are legally enforceable. The mould testing technician course is the first and only government accredited course that provides nationally accredited training in testing water damaged buildings. It involves 8 live Zoom sessions, which are compulsory on Tuesday evenings, and also 2 days of field training. It is a 12-week course and you will be provided with all the knowledge and the skills to adequately assess water damaged buildings. For more information, refer to our website, that's aces.edu.au, and for the first time we'll be offering training in New Zealand in July, which starts on the 23rd of July.